to another video on the channel. Ashleigh Barty is the 2021 Wimbledon champion. It was already a fantastic 2 weeks of tennis on the women's side, but the final topped it off. It really was an incredible final. I think everyone always says that the final should be the best match of the tournament, and I think probably other than Kerber against Barty, semi-final it probably was. Had lots of switches and momentum, some brilliant points towards the end, particularly from the second set. Lots of nerves and tension, which created for a great atmosphere inside the centre court and for us watching at home. And we got a fantastic champion, Ashleigh Barty, who, as dreamt of this day since being a child. It's always been a favourite tournament and a dream to win Wimbledon, and she's certainly done that. So I just thought I'd give me thoughts on Ashleigh Barty Pliskova, the match. So kicking things off, we didn't really know who was going to come out firing. It was obviously both their maiden Wimbledon finals. Ashleigh Barty's won just the one Grand Slam. Karolina Pliskova hasn't won any yet. So it was remained to be seen, who would take charge early on, and that was certainly Ashleigh Barty. I think Pliskova really struggled for timing early. She didn't quite find the first serve, and we all know that Pliskova relies heavily on that first serve to get Barty out wide and moving on the forehand, looked to win points early. She made a lot of second serves, which Barty returned very, very well in the early stages and dominated, winning the first 14 points. She was 4-0 up inside 15 minutes, and you start to think, Pliskova's going to have to get a hold of this game very soon, otherwise it could run away very quickly. I don't think Barty from that position played particularly brilliant. I think she was slightly nervous and tense as well in the opening set, and neither played the best tennis. I think it was massively important for Pliskova that she only lost that first set 6-3. When she got a break back against Barty, she realised, and it gave her a bit of confidence knowing that she could return the Barty serve, she could break Barty. And I think she ended up breaking Barty's serve twice in that opening set, which was massively important. It just allowed her to get competitive, allowed her to start finding the first serve and return, get into points, find the forehands in the corners, get the crowd behind her, feel settled on centre court, and allowed her to really, get a foothold in the start of set two. But when Barty took charge of the second set with an early break and it was, 6-3, 3-1, you did think, is this final done already? It was 36 minutes at that point, and it almost felt like, Barty was on the verge of just running away and winning a Wimbledon title very, very easily. But all credit to Pliskova, as she did against Sabalenka when she looked down and out. She produced a fantastic comeback. You've got to give huge credit to Karolina Pliskova, whose mentality in Grand Slam matches has often been doubted and criticised. She's come back from behind against the world number 2 to not just force the decider but win the semi-final and fly in colours. To then do that against the world number 1 from 6-3, 3-1 to fight back and take that second set in the tie-break was wonderful to see. Created for a fantastic match, and Pliskova was the better player at the back end of that second set. She was rampant with the first serve. I thought she returned the Barty serve very well. She managed to get herself into points. She was happy to trade from the back of the court with the Barty slices. Patient enough to wait for the right ball to attack in the forehand, and she was painting the lines. The forehand for both players I thought was formidable today. Definitely their two best weapons, and it created for a fantastic matchup. When Barty served for the second set at 6-5, it did look again match over, but a little bit of nerves, I think, crept into Barty's game. She missed 3 forehands, which was very unlike her. It was a very safe shot, but all of a sudden deserted, and Pliskova played a very strong tie break to force a decider. And this is where you have to credit the mental strength of Ashleigh Barty. She was 3-1 up in the second set. She was 6-5 up serving forward. She had a little bit of unluck with net cords in the tie break, but she responded impeccably well. She said in the interview that she just regrouped. She said, I've got to fight for every ball now. I know I can, win this set. And she just went back to basics, went back to making sure her first serves hit as many forehands as possible because she was striking the ball so well. And when she got that early break, I did think that, I don't think Barty's going to let Pliskova out of jail twice. And for all that Pliskova fought, she held serve comfortably at the back end of the third set to pile the pressure on Barty. Barty served very well and produced some fantastic winners in court coverage and defence to win her first Wimbledon title. And I was delighted for Ashleigh Barty, and I say that because you can see how much it means to win Wimbledon for her, and she plays the game style that I think everyone wants to see on grass. You know, an all-round game, full of variety, and she's just executed her game style perfectly over the last 2 weeks. She's played two outstanding matches from the semi-final and final, and yeah, just that variety is brilliant to watch. You know, the timely first serve, that's so well positioned. The forehand today was absolutely brilliant, painted many lines, lots of clean winners. The backhand variety is just a joy to watch. You know, she really cuts into the slice and keeps the ball very low, which I think Pliskova dealt with pretty well in the whole. The double-handed backhand she didn't use too much today, but at the net, both players I thought were fantastic. But it was just a brilliant overall performance from Ashleigh Barty. You know, nerves crept in at some point in that second set, which you'd fully expect in a first Wimbledon final when it means so much. And you have to give, as I say, huge credit to Pliskova, who fought back in the semi-final and final. Didn't quite go over the line today, but she can take huge positives into the rest of the season. The way she fought and battled against Sabalenka and Barty was special to watch at times. You know, you could see how much it meant to her when she won that second set, and she wasn't far away. You know, she was 15-30, I think, when Barty was serving at 5-3. If she'd managed to break back, then you just never quite know. But overall, I think across the 2 weeks, Barty deserved the title, and I'm delighted to see her win it. So, yeah, as I said at the start, it's been another fantastic advert for women's tennis, another brilliant women's Grand Slam. You know, brilliant to see Wimbledon back, and I think when Barty climbed on the roof at the end to, you know, celebrate with the team, the fact that we didn't get Wimbledon last year made those scenes just a little bit extra special. You realise what we've missed. So yeah, tomorrow's the men's final. I'll be bringing my men's preview video out probably tonight or tomorrow. That'll be up on the channel very soon. So if you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like, a comment in this comment section below if you have any comments to say on the women's final. Please leave a subscription on the video. I will be covering lots more tournaments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.